I am here today with Wagner Alegretti. We have been given so many courses together throughout decades, and we are going to facilitate the retreat at the IAC campus together. And we call it a consciousness spa for obvious reasons. It's much more than just a spiritual spa, than just meditation, than just living the body. So that's why we named like this. The number one thing that I'd like to say is this retreat is your passport to a much richer life, indeed, in which you are going to be able to recognize inside of you, but also in the events around of you, aspects that right now they may very well be just in an unconscious level or in your subconscious mind. You do not know how to interpret. And of course, we want to reach out to a broader reality. We are not physical beings. We are multidimensional consciousnesses. We live a multidimensional life, but we are conditioned to be very much here, connected to the physical body, to the physical life, and having only our concerns here. So that's why Wagner and we are going to team up to bring all of this to you throughout these so many decades, well, 3 decades at least, that we have created the strategy, pedagogical strategy that we created, both Wagner and I. We have created techniques and a pedagogy. We have a certain style of teaching and explaining things that it's very much ours. We both have different styles actually, but the combination of the two, I think it brings great results, right, Wagner? We have been so many different countries, different cultures in every single country, with every single group. We managed to have people experiencing things that were new to them and giving them a new lease of life. Of course, to do this, it's a set of many different factors. And among these factors, our experience and being able to speak, I'd say, with people from so many different cultures. And one of the big problems that we would face is that we are teaching techniques that is supposed to help people to recognize the reality that is beyond their bodies, beyond just the material world. But if we go to a place where the energies are not appropriate and we do not have the proper conditions, we would struggle a lot in so many different hotels, so many different conditions. And that's why we wanted very much to have a campus for our own, for our work, and in this case for the IAC, because of course we are working with the IAC in this. So Wagner, maybe you share a little bit about why we built the campus, and I'm going to take care of my phone here. Is that okay?
As Nanci was saying, we were giving courses, mostly traveling, and you can imagine going to different places, cities, many times renting rooms in hotels to give not only theoretical classes, but mostly our practical exercises. Theoretical classes are much easier, of course, but practical exercises, they are a little bit more complicated because you need the right infrastructure, a place with sound insulation, a place that can be isolated from interference, interruptions from other people. But even more complicated, good energies, because you can imagine sometimes we go to a place, you pay, you go there, you improve everything, but the energy is not so good. So many times Ness and I had to work with energy before, sometimes 1-2 days before, to really cleanse the place there. So over time, over these decades, we thought, look, we needed to build our own place, a place we can control, we can select what happens there, and it's going to be new. So about 25 years ago, it's going to be our anniversary now, we bought this piece of land there in Portugal with a group of volunteers, everybody donating a bit. And we start building our labs, our main auditorium, our place for people to be because there was nothing there. But what is important to say is that as much as possible, as much it was within our reach, we did everything to improve the physical conditions of this place. Like I said, the temperature is controlled. The places can be made completely dark. You can control the temperature, but mostly because it was a new place in the countryside among trees, the energy was and continues to be, fortunately, very good there. And when you keep working with this particular purpose and you have people there experiencing different sort of phenomena and try to get closer to their spirit mentors, and they try to produce out of our experience, mostly in those labs, because those labs, they concentrate this kind of informational energetic field even more. But then this sustains, grows, and it specifies each time more and more that particular kind of vibe or influence there. This is what in the past people used to call the thought forms. Sometimes people call more for thought scenes. It doesn't matter now, but it's just to say that energy can carry information. So even for our spirit guides, spirit mentors, it's much easier to protect the place, to select, non-physically, who comes in, who goes out. And fortunately, during all these years, we have never had absolutely no case of a person who had a kind of fearful, kind of traumatic experience there. Each of those labs have a different theme, a different purpose. They were optimized for some specific kind of a psychic or multidimensional experience. This one of the phytoenergy for people to feel more integrated with nature. Projectarium that help us to get out of the body. Another lab is for the expansion of consciousness, a kind of phenomenon you might know as samadhi, satori, nirvana, expansion of consciousness. And another lab was optimized for the energetic awareness, for the person to feel energy. Mostly, in most of the cases, we focus on the vibrational state. We even have a kind of a table that we helped to create. We were the consultants for that. The table used some electronic vibration there from one side to the other, creating a kind of a standing wave that swipes, goes up and down. So when the person is on top of it, the person feels something like the vibration state. Certainly is a mechanical vibration. It's created with sounds and playing with some harmonics, some constructive, destructive interference. There's a whole technical side of that. But anyway, you feel like vibration going up and down with your body. That is going to illustrate how we do velo. Many people arrived there at the campus, and Nanci can confirm there and perhaps even tell other stories there. People who said, look, I have no sensation, perception, discrimination of energy at all. But many times just because the person didn't know what to pay attention to. So during these courses and during the retreat, we are going to get out, work with nature there. You will be able to notice the difference of energy between water and soil and air and plants. We will even give you sometimes some little tasks, little, how could I say, assignments for the breaks or when you have time to go around to explore the campus with this kind of censoring, this kind of radar, because this trains you to do this during your normal life. This helps us to get closer and closer to feel the non-physical energies. I mean, the even more subtle energies, the extra-physical energies. So when we work with energies to lift the body, when we work with energies to help someone, or when we work with energies to cleanse a place, could be our house, more permanent kind of cleansing, but sometimes even when it is temporary. If you are traveling, if you stay in a hotel for a while, sometimes it's even more important to work with the energy there for you to be okay for a while there. Yes, Nanci?
Yes, absolutely. And I think the most important, well, for me, having had the experience of being able to train so many people. I think the most important thing is that our goal is not only for you to have nice 6 days. It will be very nice 6 days, I promise to you, with lots of experience, but our goal is more than that. Our goal is that you indeed develop your capacities, the mastery of your energy, of your astral body, and that you leave the place with knowledge and techniques that you can apply in everyday life. What helps us a lot there is because the campus, it has some structures that makes it possible for us to do this sort of activities. It is not only used exclusively for IAC, but it's dedicated. We do not have any activities at the campus that is not directly related with the things we are discussing here. When you are in a space that is pristine like that one, and with support from people to help you recognize what happened, you will start being able to understand your experiences better. And I think that is a great, great value that comes attached with the retreat. Our experiencing in guiding each person to analyze their own experiences without fantasy, because what you experience, that's it. We are going to reinforce. What is not a real experience, we are going to help you recognize it. We are at a different phase in gaining awareness of these multiple levels of reality and gaining control of the different bodies that we have, not only the physical, but the energetic and the subtle bodies. Then this is very important for us. The climate is a climate of friendship, is a climate where you are free to be yourself. You are not forced to do anything. You will have space to experience whatever is for you, your predisposition or the new step that you want to go. And you are going to have, from Wagner and from myself, a clear guidance. We are not going to hold back anything, and we are going to give you all the tools that we have, and treating all of these phenomena as something natural. We are going to do exercises for censoring energy outdoors. We are going to visit interesting places because we are in a beautiful and a special area, really, in Portugal. Portugal is very beautiful, but for what we do, that is the place. So we are in the right place. So we are going to take you to know places. And why? Because we do not want it to be tiring, to be every day in the same building, talking and exercising. So we want to create breaks. Everything is a balance based on our experience. Every activity is planned for a reason, so that we have the time we need to mature some experiences. We are going to have some specific activities at the best moment within those 6 days that you are going to be there, the best moment for you to have better results. And and as Wagner said, some of the activities that we will do will be doing like an evaluation session of your energy to give you direct tips. You are to open, you are to close. There is a chakra that works like this, works like that. Your energy expands too much, expands too little. We are only going to know when we analyze you. But if you are there, that is part of what we do. So it's classes, it's exercises lying down, it's energy practice, it's interaction, it's hands-on activities, many different things. One of the things that we want to mention is the scarcity of in-person events. Because in the past, Wagner and I, we were crazier than we are today. So we would travel.
Well, that would be possible, but yes.
It seems it is possible because we would travel all the time, almost like 3/4 of the year to teach. Nowadays, we are not ready to do this, but we feel what we can give is special. So we are finding ways to continue being present, supporting those who want to study and get better of this kind of topics that we teach, but at the same time reserving some special conditions so that we have time for our books, for our research, for our studies. We have many different topics that we study beyond what we are going to work on there with you. So we try and organize all of that. You are going to have there support from specialized spirit mentors. So it's those spirit guides, spirit mentors who want to support you, plus those who are technical spirits who work on this field that we work, and those who are there at the campus to support some of the experiences that happens only there. So being in an environment that is so specialized, and that's why we do not like so much different activities there, it creates an energy vibe that allows some spirit mentors to help us and get close to us in ways that they normally would not be able to. So this is going to be present there. You are going to have our experience and our expertise, not only with out-of-body experience and energy. We study many different topics. Each of us, we have probably 20, 25 different courses on different topics. We don't teach these courses so often, and probably we will make them become books before we go back to teaching them. But over there, we are going to use all of this knowledge to share and support you. It's 6 full days of immersion and reclusion, because that gives you the possibility to experience things that you wouldn't if you were at home. Or even if we, for example, give such same activities in a different places. Number one, we wouldn't have the labs. We wouldn't have the same type of energy. But also another problem is somebody comes, stays with us, let's say, during the activities in the day, but then they go back to their homes. And again, all of the different information that is gravitating there in the energy, reconnect with them. So it's a little bit of 2 steps ahead, 1 back, 2 ahead, 1 back. And being at the campus, you can go deep without distraction and have the time and the condition to create some deeper transformation, more than just having experiences. We are the kind of instructors that we go all the way. We do not want only to give you one out-of-body experience. We want to give you understanding of why you were not having them before, why they happen at that moment, and what it means to you and how you can use that. So, if you come to any classes with Wagner or myself, that's what you have. Somebody who wants to give you everything possible. Right, Wagner?
Absolutely, yeah.
And the other thing that we can explore there is that to give you more experience in relation to your energy, we are going to have a perfect environment, because we have plenty of energy from nature, different aspects. And nature there, you can walk, and there is no intrusion, no spirits gravitating. It's clean in a non-physical level. Historically speaking, before us there, the only thing that existed there were sheep, just grazing. And that's the place we are in. So this is the opportunity. All of you who would like to take advantage, my suggestion is don't leave it for later. for all the obvious reasons. Plus, we do not know when we are going to be able to do this again, and when we are going to be able to do this together. Maybe it happens, but only one of us, or in a different condition. So this is the moment if you want to take advantage of this. Let me come here. Oh, I see here Inboard is here with us. She is saying she did the spa. Yeah, I saw your name and I was wondering, is this Ing? So wonderful to see you here. Yes, you were with us in November 2021, long ago. Fascinating and very well orchestrated experience. A very dense program. Yes, lots of teachings and activities, eye-opening lectures. The campus is a perfect location with all of the laboratories. Good balance between theory and practice. Thank you for your testimonial, Ing. Very nice. It's going to be 6 days in which you will experience a different type of reality. You will experience life in a completely different way, far from the worries of everyday life, and immersed in discussions and realities and energies that take you beyond the restriction of this physical world. That is very important, and that's our goal. We hope you can join us. We hope we could answer all of your questions and bring more details. If you need any information, you please write, here it is. You write to hello@iacworld.org, and we will definitely be in contact to help you prepare your trip and prepare also how you can make the most of the experience. Okay? And I look forward to seeing you there.
It was good being with you, and I look forward to seeing you, meeting you there in person, so we can evolve together.
Absolutely.
All the
Bye,
best.
guys. Thank you. Thank you
Take care.
very much.